For those of you who have forgotten, after years and years of the Elam ending, that part of the era is long gone. However, the NBA came back and killed the salary cap and the luxury tax, while giving us all the pleasure of the 45-second shot clock. This gives us some of the saddest stats and gameplay imaginable in NBA 2K history. I'm starting to lose focus with my original basketball reality. LeBron James, a character that was almost averaging a 30-point triple-double, is now averaging 14, 6, and 5. All the stats have basically been halved, and all of my excitement for the sim has been too. The semifinals have the Grizzlies, Timberwolves, Magic, and Bucks, and if we take a look at the Bucks roster, it's pretty clear that they're not supposed to be here. I say all of this as they jump to a 3-0 lead and somehow sweep the Magic. Maybe the 45-second shot clock has a hand in this. In a faster-paced game, the Magic would be able to pull away from this display of offensive firepower. However, this slower-paced game is somehow suited better for Derrick Rose and Hassan Whiteside. This problem isn't real for the Grizzlies, however, who have LeBron James, who is able to draw automatic points on shooting fouls. LeBron wins his second championship ring with Billups and Ginobili by his side. Also, Kevin Love, who was injured for this series, but he's back in a Pistons jersey. Okay. Garnett, Allen, Billups, and Tim Duncan all retire, along with Tracy McGrady, who is on the Grizzlies, and I had just forgot about him. The league offers to add a possession error rule, which won't mean shit because 2K rarely has jump balls in the game. Ever. The Cavaliers get the number 1 pick again and draft Byron Glover, and the Nets select Jabari Parker. With back-to-back picks, the Suns pick Nikola Jokic and absolutely smoke the next pick on a made-up player, and Joel Embiid falls to the Pacers. The Pistons draft Andrew Wiggins. Kawhi, Vince Carter, Dwight Howard, Bargnani, and Amari are all free agents, and I just want to say that good for Vince Carter being a 93 overall at 37 years old, and still having somehow no historical importance at all in this simulation. Paul Pierce is 37 now. His one championship allows him to get a free beer at any Michigan bar, but for now, he's all alone. Due to these circumstances, he's not able to play with a competent team. He's seen other franchises with win after win after win. The Magic just signed Dwight Howard and Elton Brand. Carmelo Anthony joins the Minnesota Timberwolves. LeBron James gets paired with Yao Ming. The Clippers are now one of the worst teams I've ever seen. LeBron's MVP streak is finally broken after 5 seasons thanks to Kawhi Leonard. The Magic win 69 games, and the Timberwolves win 68. The semifinals is once again Timberwolves, Grizzlies, Magic, but this time the Hornets are here, just to get swept. In yet another Magic-Timberwolves matchup, the Timberwolves get out to a 2-1 lead. But the Magic win the next 2 games to take it to Game 6. While a close game going into the 4th quarter, the Orlando firepower just overwhelms the iso ball play of Melo, Harden, and Irving to win yet another championship. The Magic won this chip despite Steph Curry breaking his right toe. The NBA has finally had enough of the 45-second shot clock and wants to change it down to not 24 seconds, but 20. Oh man, I am so excited for some actual basketball. D'Angelo Russell is drafted by the Nets, Booker joins Giannis, and Towns goes to the Warriors. Chris Bosh follows Dwight Howard to Orlando. Russell Westbrook joins LeBron and the Grizzlies, and I think this is a true game changer. Westbrook has a higher overall than LeBron right now. This could swing everything. Oh yeah, Dwayne Wade is here too now? The Pistons win 21 games. Anthony Davis takes advantage of the 20-second shot clock by dropping 34 points and 17 rebounds while also shooting 44% from 3 and blocking 3 shots a game. Basketball is back! DeMarcus Cousins cracks the 3,000 points in a season mark, while tying with Gordon Hayward on the points per game front. Also, Rodney Stuckey averaged 26, 7, and 11 for the Kings. Every team is averaging over 100 points a game, with the Magic averaging 142 points per game, and their point differential is out of this world at 31.2 points per game. In the semifinals, Memphis and Minnesota meet again. The new addition of Russell Westbrook is felt on the floor, but Anthony Harden and Irving are just too good for the Grizzlies, and they beat them in 6 to face off against the Magic. But the overall ability of the Orlando Magic are too powerful for even the Timberwolves, as what I thought would be a pretty even matchup had turned into a sweep. Chris Paul and Steph Curry and Paul George have a deeper supporting cast, and Chris Bosh had a hell of an NBA Finals. Vince Carter retires as a 90 overall, which means that he would have had a few more seasons as a star or at least a role player. Popular podcaster JJ Redick retires at 32 years old. The NBA gets rid of sudden death overtime, the Rockets get the number 1 pick and select Ben Simmons. Curry, Harden, Wall, George, and Durant are all free agents, and this time the tide might flip. James Harden is the one that flips. From the Timberwolves to the Magic. Steph Curry has left the Magic to join the Raptors along with John Wall and Kevin Durant. Anthony Davis somehow puts up an even better MVP campaign than the year before, dropping 33 and 18 with 3 blocks and 2 steals. D'Angelo Russell makes All-NBA First Team at 21 years old. The Orlando Magic won 78 games and went undefeated at home. They're also on a 20-game win streak. The Timberwolves won 75 games. As I've only been talking about 4 teams, the semifinals are Raptors, Magic, Grizzlies, and Timberwolves. The Magic make quick work of the Raptors, sweeping some of the best offensive minds of our time in Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. But that's what happens when your team has Roy Hibbert, Steven Adams, Zach Randolph, and Dwight Howard all on your bench. In a finals where there's a 78-win team and a 75-win team, I'm just hoping for a great finals, and as usually with the fumble dimension, no one listens to me. It's clear that there is a double S and a S tier, where the Magic don't even have CJ McCollum in their rotation, while the Grizzlies have to play Darren Collison and Dennis Schroeder on purpose. They're good players, but the Magic's depth is otherworldly in comparison. The Grizzlies can beat every other team in the NBA except one. James Harden takes the Finals MVP, but the award is really Chris Paul's. Random Piston is still here, and the Magic only lost 1 game this entire playoffs. In the lottery tournament, Paul Pierce and the Pistons win the number 1 pick. Paul Pierce celebrates this by retiring immediately after. He would then start a podcast where he could talk about his NBA championship every episode. I'm talking about the Pistons one. The Pistons spend the number 1 pick on Jason Tatum. Okay, let's go. LeBron, Kawhi, Kyrie, Chris Paul, and Dwight Howard are free agents, and the Pistons are eyeing more talent for the next draft. LeBron James joins the Portland Trail Blazers to join Bradley Beal and Nikola Vucevic. Kawhi replaces LeBron in Memphis alongside Jimmy Butler. Kyrie and Rondo join the Magic, and DeMarcus Cousins has left the Heat to join the Denver Nuggets. The Pistons win 14 games. Carmelo is back to winning MVP after 9 seasons since his last one. D'Angelo Russell averages 37.3 points per game along with 8.8 assists. In the mock drafts, the Pistons are slated to take Trae Young over Luka Doncic. I think this is only really because Tatum is a small forward and the computer just sees that as getting in the way of each despite them being different players. Anthony Davis tries his best for the Sixers to be a stacked Raptors squad by himself, but once again, the top 4 are Raptors, Grizzlies, Timberwolves, and Magic. History is starting to repeat itself once again as the Magic and Grizzlies are in the finals again, and once again, the Grizzlies are nowhere close. It's getting so deja vu that I'm starting to mix up the years and forget which one is which. Kyrie and Harden were originally on the Timberwolves and just switched teams to win more rings. The Pistons lose the number 1 pick out to the Celtics, who select Luka, while the Pistons select Trae Young at 3rd. LeBron is still a Blazer, and oh my fucking goodness. Both Anthony Davis and Carmelo Anthony join James Harden, Paul George, and Kyrie. Oh yeah, Chris Paul is still there, by the way. This might be the perfect starting 5. Westbrook stays in Memphis, and I mean, what do you even say to this? D'Angelo Russell wins MVP again after averaging 39 points. The Magic win 81 games, averaging 153.9 points per game. All right, let's run it back again. Magic, Raptors, Timberwolves, Grizzlies. The Magic machine is so efficient, fast-paced, and free-flowing that no team can stop them, especially when you have Anthony Davis, who sends them over the hump big time. The only hope that the league has is to bring the salary cap back. Please make it end. Yeah, the Magic went in 5, beating Russell Westbrook again, and normally I feel sorry for Westbrook, but he was just a free agent. He could have joined him at this point. Anyway, here's who retired now. Oh, who cares? The game says we have to eliminate the shot clock. Yippee! The Washington Wizards draft Zion and the Pacers draft Ja Morant, but this doesn't matter because Giannis was a free agent and he goes to the Clippers. James Harden leaves for the Spurs, which just promotes Chris Paul to the starting lineup. Oh, also Klay Thompson may have been here the whole time, I forget. John Wall joins the Timberwolves, but something more alarming, Kevin Durant is starting to decline at the age of 31. His body health is a little high-risk injury-wise, and his counting stats are pretty much the same, but his overall is just something to watch. I did not think Kevin Durant would ever have a lower 2K overall than Hassan Whiteside. Luka's best teammate is Charlie Villanueva. John Wall wins MVP, Bol shows out as Rookie of the Year, and the Toronto Raptors lose to the Rockets and break the semi-final eternal repeat loop. And this is a sneaky good roster. Unfortunately, the Orlando Magic don't care. In the finals rematch, again, the Grizzlies get the first 2 games. We might be witnessing oh, never mind. I was stupid to think otherwise. What a fool. What a dumb fool I am. The Lakers win the number 1 pick and draft Anthony Edwards, and the Knicks draft LaMelo Ball. And you aren't going to believe who joins the Magic next year. I'll give you some time to guess. Yep, Nikola Jokic and Trae Young join Anthony Davis. And just for some extra fun, Steph Curry comes back also. Aaron Gordon and John Collins are here too. Embiid goes to Minnesota while Luka and Paul George go to Toronto. Irving and Cousins go to the Hornets, where Irving wins MVP, averaging close to 40 and 13. James Wiseman wins Rookie of the Year, while the Magic win 76 games. The Timberwolves win 72, and the Grizzlies win 70. Well, the Timberwolves have a slight problem because Joel Embiid broke his leg. And the Timberwolves lose in 5 to the Jazz, but it doesn't matter because 2K only cares about the Grizzlies and Magic. The Magic sweep. I'm not going to waste your time. Dwayne Wade retires while LeBron is a free agent along with Westbrook and Towns and Melo and Kawhi and D'Lo. Now, I was excited to see where Cade Cunningham is going to go, but then we were watching the draft to realize something terrible. Every player in the draft was fake. NBA 2K had just given up after the Anthony Edwards draft, after seeing so many inconsequential rookies in this game. Russell Westbrook has had enough losing in the finals and wants to escape to Portland. The Magic get LeBron James, Zion joins Luka in Toronto, while Melo goes to Memphis. Karl-Anthony Towns and Russell go to Philly, while Kevin Durant is a 78 overall Boston Celtic. The MVP is Ja Morant, who averaged, you guys ready for this? 42 points, 6 rebounds, and 8.5 assists. In the playoffs, we're back to Magic, Raptors, Grizzlies, Timberwolves, and ooh, it's Timberwolves Magic this time. Woo! But Anthony Davis ruptured his Achilles. Does it matter? Have you been watching? In Game 5, the Magic drop 173 points on the Timberwolves to send a message that they haven't been sending for the last 8 seasons. I'm so tired, man. This is the most stressful fumble to mention. LOL. OMG, I just wrote LOL in a script and then said it out loud. Oh man, this is breaking me. Chris Paul retires along with Dwight Howard. The draft is all fake players. Who cares? Okay. Last season, Ben Simmons joins the Magic along with Tyler Hero. LeBron joins the Hawks. Giannis joins the Timberwolves along with Embiid and Wall. And you would think that would be enough, but nope, they get swept by the Grizzlies. Oh shit, I'm getting ahead of myself, my bad. Luka wins MVP. Lauri Markkanen leads the league in scoring, and Markelle Fultz is all-NBA first team. Ja Morant went to the Bucks. I forgot about that because only 4 teams matter now. The Timberwolves win 73 games, while the Magic only win 67 games. This could be anyone's championship for the first time in 8 seasons. I'm lying. I'm so stupid. Ben Simmons is the Finals MVP. Chris Bosh, LeBron, and Kevin Durant all retire, and thankfully, so do I. The league picks this year to bring the shot clock back to 24 seconds and bring the Elam ending back. But fuck you, game. I don't have to play your game anymore. Looking at the overall records, Kawhi scored 75 points in a game in 2017. The 3-point record is 14. It turns out Allen Iverson also shattered the minutes record, almost logging 4,000 minutes in a regular season. Carmelo Anthony is the all-time leading scorer, followed by LeBron, Kareem, Wilt, Gilbert Arenas, and Paul Pierce. You know what? Not bad, Paul. And with that, 3 months of work and more months of writing, editing, charting, etc., I am finally done. I can finally rest.
Dude, you did it!
Wow, we really did it.
I am so happy for you, man. This was a long time coming.
I'm back.
So what's next for you?
I don't know. I think I'm going to take a step back for a bit and do something else, because this was a lot.
I know, and I understand. Well, whatever you do, all of us are thankful. Myself included.
Wait, you mean...
Yeah, you guessed it. I'm the future you that never figured this out on my own. Thankfully, all of us working together were able to free everyone here. So thank you so much.
Wow, that's powerful stuff.
Now I can celebrate and rest by watching the most regular show. Regular show.
Wait, that show isn't... You know what? Never mind.
All right, bye.
Bye.